Not the result you would have wanted today, but how does it feel to confirm your place in the playoffs?
Yeah, absolute fantastic. I think we've done a job. Over 46 games, to be fair, something which we had as a target at the beginning of the season, and to confirm it today is top class. Everybody who knows where we come from with 13th last season, difficult autumn as well, with a difficult couple of months where the football club was anything but united. The players turned it, we turned it, which is an absolute unbelievable achievement to be now part of the postseason. This is where everyone worked so hard for 10 months. And now to be part of the most exciting 3 weeks of the year is just great for Norwich City Football Club, and we are really looking forward to this challenge.
You face Leeds. What kind of challenge will they pose?
Yeah, I think it's no problem to say we are the underdogs and they are favourites. I'm used to this role in the playoffs. I know that this is now a new competition. Everyone starts with 25% chance to be a Premier League club in the next season. And the first step is to make 50% out of this, and this is exactly our aim. It will be electric. It's a belter, isn't it? And as I said, they worked so hard to be part of it, and now they are part of it. But this should be only a first stop. Leeds United, we have a higher target, and this is clear which this is, and we will work for this.
Ipswich have been promoted today. How good would it be to continue that rivalry with both of you in the Premier League?
Yeah, for me it would be nice. So I don't have a problem with this. I was quite successful against them in the games which I played against them, and now obviously we try to be part of this competitions. Where are they in next year? I like to give credit and congratulate them, even if they are our rivals. I think what they've done is remarkable in the season, but now, as I said, our focus is on the next, hopefully, 3 weeks.
And you know what it takes to be successful in the playoffs. How tough is it?
Yeah, listen, this is my second regular full season in the championship. Second time I'm allowed to be part of the playoffs as well. First time was quite successful, and obviously, if you've done it before, it gives you a little bit more confidence, maybe, because you know how to approach it. And I will give my players all the information that they need to be successful as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just in terms of today's game, David, I mean, how do you kind of assess how it went? It was quite a flat performance from your team. Is that fair?
Flat performance, I don't care. Totally irrelevant. In 46 games, the players achieved the target. What happens in the 46 games, including today, is not what counts now for the future, and this is why I will not waste 1 second on this performance. For me as well, it was not a normal game preparation today to get the best, highest energy level. So everyone who sees us, who has seen us today, for sure is not scared about us. But as I said, who would like to judge us on today's performance should do. I know exactly, and I have a lot of trust and belief in this group, what we are capable of.
Christian Fashnat, was that injury related? Why he's missing today?
Yeah, Fasi yesterday in training got a groin problem. It doesn't look serious, but we didn't want to take any risks. And for me, today's game, it's not about this result or what happened today. For me, it's that luckily everybody is healthy after this game. Farsi we expect back in training middle or end of next week as well. Everybody was able to get game time, or a lot of players were able to get game time as well. So even if the performance or result wasn't great, there were a lot of things which I can take out of this game moving forward to the playoffs.
And obviously, now looking ahead to the playoffs, how tempted were you to throw John Rowe in this afternoon, given obviously what he's been through? Was there a decision to be made there over sort of preserving his fitness? Was he not quite ready for a start? Where is he at with
No, Johnny, to be fair, yeah, okay. It was clear that he will be only able to play 45, 55 minutes max. And to be fair, I was limited on offensive options if I would have started him, because I have known I would take him off after maybe the 45 minutes, and maybe if the game or the results were not like they were, I always have to prepare as a manager for every scenario, and then I obviously would have been very limited on offensive options if I would start him. This was the only reason. If Farsi would be fit, then maybe it would be different. But under the circumstances, for us it was only one solution to give Johnny some further minutes, but not a start.
What was the problem with Duffy?
Yeah, his nose was bleeding and he felt a little bit dizzy. This is why we made this concussion sub, but it looks like this was a suspected concussion, but it looks like that he's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Can we ask David what lessons you learned from your successful time going through the playoffs with Huddersfield that you'll be putting to good use this time round?
Yeah, so, to be fair, everything what everyone says, I made exactly the opposite experience. Momentum doesn't count. I think we lost the last 2 games before we went into the playoffs. Didn't score. I think we only won 2 of the last 8 or whatever. Being favourite or not doesn't count. But I know what counts, and I will speak about this with players.
You keep me private for the time being, eh?
Yeah, I will let the players know, and they are the ones who has to know it.
Gunn showed some good form again, particularly early in the game for you. He's a player who's come through.
Yeah, listen, Gunny is in top form for sure, and this is always good to have. As I said, we had a difficult last season where we finished 13th, and obviously we evaluate the last season, Stuart and I, and we had 5 big topics for us, what we like to do in the summer. So for us it was clear we have to be the fittest team in the championship, and all the physical stats shows that we are top 2, top 3 in all the physical stats, which was important. We said we have to be stronger in set pieces, and this is why we signed maybe the one or other who is quite strong in set pieces and the air. We said we have to be more ruthless from the mental side, more relentless. This is why we maybe signed the one or other who is a little bit more experienced in the summer, and we said we have to be better in the wide areas, and this is why we signed, for example, Borja or Farsi. Johnny Rowe made an impact, and obviously the obligation was to make a transfer profit of more than 20 million. So if this is the task, you finish 13th, you have to make a transfer profit of a certain amount of money, and then it's very important that you sit together, have a good idea. So big credit to Stuart. He totally supported my ideas, was very busy in this window, and it's nice that this pays off. And for me as a coach, and big credit to my coaching team as well, obviously yes, to say okay, we finished 13th, now we finished 6th, this is improvement, but for me as a coach, the individual counts. And if we take, for example, Gunny, especially the players who were at this football club before we joined, I think for me it's important as a coach, do you see improvement? And Gunny, I think, played maybe his best season for Norwich City Football Club. You can take Gabi Sara, who is in the team of the season in the EFL. I think he improved. And Nacho, you can take. They were all here before us. Johnny Rowe were here before we joined. So Kenny McLean won the player of the year in his year in this football club since 4 years. So if individuals get better, obviously the team gets better and improves as well. And as I said, big credit to my coaching staff that we were able to support and to improve individuals and obviously the team as well. And this is what satisfies me a lot as a manager.
Contrasting emotions with Birmingham, David. Have you got any sympathy for what's happened to them?
Yeah, of course. To be fair, it's the first time that I be part of a situation like this. Obviously, we have a lot of things to celebrate after a very exhausting regular season. Finished this on a high, successful, and obviously our opponent exactly the opposite. They worked as hard as we have done for sure over this 46 games, and obviously now they got relegated. I wish them all the best, that they recover, that they evaluate as well, as I spoken about our evaluation in the summer, proper, and make some good decisions, and that they bounce back as quick as they can.
You touched upon it, I think, in a previous answer, but how proud are you of your squad from the position they were in November to come through to where they are now? It's taken, I can imagine, a lot of work and a lot of effort. How proud of them are you?
Yeah, it's difficult for me to find words for this, because if you recover from a situation which we faced where you know this, our football club was anything but united at this moment. It was against the board, against Stuart Webber, against me, against Delia. But to be fair, if I reflected, I understand it. And I think, to be fair, it was not only about this couple of months where we were so poor at this moment. I think it was an accumulation of, they got relegated from the Premier League, then they got promoted, but there was COVID. No one was able to celebrate this as well. Then they got relegated again from the Premier League. Then they finished 13th. So this is 4 years where you not really had joy or fun. And then we started the season maybe good, and then again, wow, and you think as a supporter, bloody hell, we had 4 years of not celebrating, and now we have this month. I understand it, even if it wasn't joy at this moment, but how we now united this club again, that everyone is together, and that we were able to pay something back as a group with this postseason, and with a 25% chance to be a Premier League club again. This is great to see, to recover from this, and again, I only take this period where we were 17th in autumn. I take as well the last season where I only were part of the group for 4 months, and we finished 13th, to then make the right decisions, be brave as well, because I know not a lot of the decisions, or a few of the decisions which we have done, everybody understood at this moment or liked, but again, big credit to Stuart Webber that he backed me in this moment, and how hard he worked. And it's nice, and this satisfies me really, that at the end of the season everyone sees that it paid off, and that he and we have done what we've done for a reason.
And that was going to be my final question in terms of how you feel as a coach. As you mentioned, you've had a lot of criticism and had to face that at various points this season. You must feel vindicated with the decisions that you've taken along the way to get the club to where it is now.
Yeah, to be fair, I was absolutely convinced about what we've done and what I've decided. This is why I've done it. Everything what I do, I only do for the best interest of the football club, and I know that not every supporter understands everything what we decide, but the truth is as well, what counts is what happens after 46 games, not after 12, not after 20, not after 30, after 46 games. And then is where you really can judge a work of a manager and what he has done. And as I said, I'm absolutely happy, satisfied with what the players achieved. And I said this before in the media, maybe we are not the best squad which we have in terms of the individuals, but I know we have the best team, and this counts for me, and this is the card which we will play in the playoffs.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.